Hi Olli, so good to be with you here.
Yeah, so good to be with you here too. It's like 20 years since the first time.
And wow, I mean, what a development here.
Well, it's like psychedelic Disneyland here.
Yeah.
Because they own the land and they're smart enough to put the money back, a lot of money back into it, it develops every year. So there's new features and new buildings and new roads and better electricity and so like the Disneyland kind of grows every year with it, and that's really, it brings us to where we are now, and it's like amazing here now.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. I mean, let's go back a little bit in time. I think many people don't have any idea how this whole thing here started. I mean, I actually have quite a funny story about basically a very good friend of mine. She fell in love with a guy in Goa, brought him to Berlin. He started doing some trance parties.
By the name of Fish, by the way. That was his name,
Fish himself. He calls
Fish himself, that's right, yeah.
And I played for him some really nice underground warehouse parties in Berlin, and one day he came and said, like, man, there is this solar eclipse in Hungary happening, and I'm thinking about doing a party there. And we were like, well, yeah, okay. I mean, and then this guy, I mean, he must have just jumped into a car and drove like all the way from Berlin here to Hungary, and somehow he found this place.
Well, he went down the line of where the eclipse was going to go, I think.
Yeah.
And this was the place that he ended up finding, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the farmer that agreed to take it on.
I mean, I must just think sometimes about this farmer where some hippie is knocking on his door one day. He's sitting in silence here in this total quiet place with his animals on this farm. And, you know, like a few weeks later, they had an invasion of like 30,000 hippies celebrating the world's first super big international psy-trance festival, right?
That's right. Well, he wouldn't have believed you if you'd gone and told him that one day there's going to be a solar eclipse come over the top of your land, and that moment is going to change your life forever. The solar eclipse is going to come right over where you live, and it's going to change everything, and that's what happened, you know. So it's quite magical and quite cosmic.
It's amazing, it is, yeah. Well, you remember well probably what happened here 20 years ago and how it was.
I remember I came with my daughter, who was only 3 at the time, and we arrived here, and you had to get a horse and carriage to come into the party. The party was based on 2 big trucks. The stage was also on truck flatbeds, and it was really a whole breakthrough in everything in kind of world psychedelic trance scene, because it was the first time that so many people had gathered in one place from all over the world. And of course it took a sun eclipse to make that really stick. But, you know, there was something like 30,000 people there. I'm not exactly sure the amount, but that was the first big trance festival that happened like that on that level. And after that, you know, that was the precursor to everything that was to come after that.
Yeah. Well, I remember my set very well. It was absolutely amazing. This is something I will never forget. And also there, I remember in the end, the rain came in, and all the cars broke down, and it was quite a chaos in the end. But wow, I mean, this experience is one of a kind, really.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was completely amazing, and like I said, the start of many more things to come.
Absolutely. Well, talking about rain, we had heavy rain last night, like 3 hours non-stop. It was crazy, huh?
I actually started the storm.
Yeah.
I was responsible. I had to send a little message to God and said, please, the proper light show this time.
Yeah, well, I mean, we even had some lightning into this electric system at some point.
That's right, yeah, it was cut for a minute, didn't it?
Yeah, so now we're gonna have a little look into your set, and which tracks we're gonna listen to?
To The Fourth Dimension and Defy Gravity.
All right, thank you so much. And enjoy the rest of the festival.
For sure, and you too.
Thank you.
Welcome to Electric Universe Psycast.